Hello, guys. Let's continue with our GST topic. Um, if anyone who has a query with a GTA topic in RCM, he can view this video. This is going to be a quick recap rather than a whole revision of it. Uh, let's start. What is the GS? What is the GTA? GTA, any transport of goods by any transporter who issues a consignment note is a GTA. It doesn't include the goods operator, and a GTA can either opt for RCM or he can either opt for forward charge. And if he opts for forward charge, he again has either two options. He can pay 18% GST, he can pay 5% GST. If such a GTA takes around 18%, he will get the ITC of the inputs that the GTA is purchasing, or the inputs that he has bought. But if he opts for 5% under a forward charge, then ITC cannot be taken for the inputs. Now again, that is clear. Under such forward charge, if he opting for the forward charge, like again he has to have a registration. But if he provides his service, even though he has a registration, but he provides his services to an unregistered person who is other than the notified person, then that transaction is exempt. Now you would be thinking that who is an unregistered person and who is unregistered notified person. These are the unregistered notified person. Uh, if the GTA provides services to factory society, cooperative society, body corporate, partnership firm, AOPBOI or CTP, then in such a case, even though that person is unregistered, he has to charge GST on his bill and has to charge GST and pay to the government. All the responsibility in case of forward charge is on the GTA. The recipient has no responsibility. Whereas if the GTA opts for the RCM supply, or if he opts for a reverse charge mechanism, the recipient has the liability to pay GST to the government. Now, if he supplies goods under RCM, then he can either supply to a registered person or he can supply to the unregistered person. If he supply to the unregistered person, then again we have to see whether he supplies to an individual or an HUF, or he supplies to the notified person. In case he supplies to the in case of RCM, the GTA opted for RCM and he supplies to an unregistered person, there is no GST applicability. You can see here no GST is applicable in case of individual and HUF. But if he supplies to an unregistered factory, society, cooperative society, body corporate, PF, LLP, partnership firm, LLP, then RCM is applicable on the notified recipient registered person, unregistered person, and such unregistered factory, cooperative society, society, body corporate, partnership firm has to get registration under GST and has to pay GST. Right? That's again. Now, if the GTA supplies goods to a registered person, registered recipient, then the liability to pay GST is for the such a registered recipient. But again, if the government is such a registered recipient who has taken the registration only for the TDS and TCS purpose, then government is not required to pay GST. This is also an example. This is a whole sum of the GTA part. Thank you. You can do the questions, or if anything that you have a doubt, you can ask me on my number. It's in the description part. Thank you.